Robert Smith is the undisputed godfather of gloom. As the mastermind behind The Cure, he spent decades crafting some of the most beautiful, melancholic music in history. But don't let the sad songs and the oversized sweaters fool you. Behind the sensitive poet lies one of the sharpest, most unapologetic tongues in rock and roll. Robert Smith doesn't just dislike music he finds shallow, he wages psychological warfare against it. At 66, in a series of candid 2026 reflections, Robert has finally doubled down on the one musician who earned his absolute, unwavering disdain. For Robert, this wasn't just a petty celebrity spat, it was a battle for the very soul of British music. The revelation, the blood feud with the Smiths' frontman, the man who sits at the top of Robert's hate list. It is, and perhaps always will be, Morrissey. The feud between the two icons of the 80s is the stuff of legend, but at 66, Robert explains exactly why the bridge could never be mended. He reveals that while the world saw two miserable singers, he saw a fundamental difference in character. Robert famously once said, "If Morrissey says not to eat meat, then I'll eat meat. That's how much I hate Morrissey." In 2026, he clarifies that his disdain was rooted in what he calls Morrissey's preciousness and attention-seeking misery. Robert reveals that he found the former Smiths frontman's persona to be a calculated act, whereas The Cure was always about raw, messy emotion. He confesses that even after 4 decades, he still finds it impossible to listen to a Smiths record without feeling a physical urge to turn it off. To Robert, Morrissey represented the whiny side of indie rock that he spent his entire career trying to avoid. The legacy in 2026, still against the grain. In 2026, Robert Smith is more influential than ever. He's proven that you don't have to be nice to be a legend, you just have to be real. He confesses that his hatred was always a defense of the art form he loves. At 66, the Goth King is still standing, still messy, and still refusing to play by anyone else's rules.